Goddess of Victory, Nikke.
What's up, guys? Welcome to your Tuesday evening stream. Welcome back to physics class. I already got my headphones stuck around my chair armrest. There's always like something weird that happens at the intro. I'm also going to be slurping noodles in your ear. Didn't have time to make a proper lunch earlier, so we're going with cup noodles. What do we got on the menu? Let's see. This is Soon Veggie Noodles. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if this is really a known brand. It just seemed interesting. I'd never seen it before. It might be... Are these Korean noodles? I think these are Korean noodles. Nongshim. I feel like this is probably Korean. But, yeah. Anyway, cup noodles. Always a classic. Although, I don't really like... Maybe... Ooh, hot take here. I don't know if this is going to make some people upset. I don't actually like cup noodles. Like the actual brand of cup noodles is... pretty not great. Although, like, you know, noodles are gonna hit the spot no matter what. But yeah, anyway, we'll get some... Either think of this as ASMR or like annoying slurping in your ear, you know, however you want to interpret this. You can also check out Beautiful Eve up here in the lobby if you want to just mute and ignore me. We got Nikke, of course, for the first half of the stream, and then Etheria Restart for the second half. Major Raven bug fixes that were all done on the DL. Got like seaweed stuck to this. Shift Up was pretty quiet about it. Like, they just sort of were like, we're hearing reports that maybe there's problems with Raven. And then they did maintenance to fix the raid and other, like, random visual errors. And they just kind of were like, yeah, Raven's different now. But, like, it was all extremely low-key. I made a video earlier today proving that she is much better now. I did some testing for her in multiple situations, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Let's see who we have in chat. We got Lone Syndicate, Kickcrow, David Santana. Hello, welcome to Raven Big Fixed class. Yep. Raven's power is now on par with that of her boss fight, because before the fix, it was like, this isn't the strength same woman I lost to 10 times in Stellar Blade. Yeah. She was very weak before. And now much improved. I'm doing well. What's up? Hello. Got double in one day in one multi today. Nice. Congrats on the double pull. Sup, Jelana? I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. After the bug fixes, I'm really torn if you should build Eve or Raven. I mean, I would build both eventually. It's going to take some time. I think, Eve is still the slightly better unit and is going to be more applicable in more situations, I think. But, they're both totally worthy. Like I said, I'm going to be slurping noodles in your ear. Is it time for the collab review? Yes, you're in time. We barely started, bro. By the way, I did like a... Speaking of collab review, I don't know if this is what you meant, but... I did like a full-on kind of like recap of Evangelion after it had ended, and I kind of like looked back on all the features of it and sort of like whether or not it was successful. Would you guys be interested in something like that for Stellar Blade? I didn't do it for all the collabs. I just started that with Evangelion. And mostly that was like, the impetus for that was because a lot of people had different opinions on it, right? Like in some people's eyes, it was like amazing. And in other people's eyes, it was like really disappointing. So I kind of wanted to give my personal thoughts and then also look at like objective data about like purchases and playtime and stuff like that. So I could do that again for Stellar Blade, although I have to say, besides the Raven controversy that has been fixed, pretty much everybody is universally positive about this collab, so I don't really know if there's going to be a lot to talk about. Raven Eve fill different spots for Iron teams. Yes. Yeah. It's unlikely that, unless you're a really new player, in which case, you probably just don't have a lot of different units, right? But unless you're a really new player, Eve and Raven would probably never really be on the same team. They're going to be on different teams. Which, in the game, they'd never be on the same team either, so, that's appropriate. Make the video? Alright, I mean, if people are interested, let me know. I need like enough feedback from people being like, yes, that would be an interesting video. No offense to Kickcrow's opinion, but I'm not going to make a video just because he says he would like it. Dude, these noodles are still extremely hot. I kind of almost burnt my mouth. Starting to cool down, though. Alright, so who do we have to advise? Yan. Ooh, we're nearly done with Yan. Nearly done with Yan. Sounds cute. Her braids are cute. And look at that. Rank 30. Another one in the record books. Nice. Now, whenever she gets her treasure, she'll be ready. Assuming I even get it. I've only done like half of the treasure units. Yeah, Kickrow, I appreciate it. Thanks for the feedback. But yeah, hopefully other people say that they want to see that too. David Santana says, you'll find this a wild take. Out of all the collabs, this one is actually your least favorite. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Even including a certain Maid collab, you would rate that one higher than Stellar Blade? I mean, it's subjective, you know? Like, I'm not... You know, it's you can have your opinion, even if it's wrong. No, but I think that ReZero... If you're a really big ReZero fan, then of course people are going to rate that one higher, right? Because it's just, you're a big fan of it, right? But I think just kind of objectively, the ReZero collab was pretty lazy. And so I feel like that one would kind of be more at the bottom. But again, it is totally subjective on what you actually prefer, right? But yes, I do take that as a wild take. Apparently, according to someone in the Discord, there's a new bug when you put A2 and Raven on the same team, resulting in 50% more damage. You haven't tried it for yourself? What? So like Raven just magically does 50% more damage? That's crazy if that's what you mean. Like 50% more total damage? In which case, how are we testing that? Because if you swap units, it might just be difference in like, oh, well, we put in different units, so it's more damage now. But if Raven's damage goes up when she's with A2 versus not with A2, that's kind of a wild thing to have happened. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man collab was also pretty underwhelming, Kikro. That's totally true. I give that one a little bit of a pass because it was their very first one and the game was only like 2 months old or something when it happened. But you're right that it wasn't super impressive. Zachy asked, do you think they will buff A2 and 2B for the rerun? No, I don't. I think there's a very tiny possibility that they do some type of like treasure for them or add a third unit. But as far as just like buffing the existing unit, I do not think so, no. You just saw someone mention it. Interesting. Okay. All right, Lone Syndicate. Well, maybe we should try it out. It's just an old wives' tale. I don't know what she's talking about, but it was the right answer. You don't have a particular attachment to Stellar Blade. For me, this collab doesn't seem like a collab for Nikke fans, but it's more like a marketing thing to sell more Stellar Blade copies. Oh, it 100% is that. That said, that is what every collab is. It is always a marketing exercise. Now, you might be a big fan of that, but like collabs are never for the existing player base, right? It's cool if the existing player base likes it, but collabs are always done to try and bring in other players from other IP fan bases. Like, whether the actual existing player base of Nikke likes it or not is kind of immaterial to Shift Up. A double diffing mentality? Yeah. Firecracker. I don't know what I just said, but it was right. Firepower seemed like it should be for Neon. Don't want to confuse your children. Actually, I don't even know how old Neon is. I guess she's not a child. Kind of acts like one sometimes. This is best pyro round and best made. Stroker ego. Yeah, there we go. That was correct. Okay, let's grab some stuff. All right, let's test this shit that apparently somebody was mentioning on Discord. I'm skeptical, but this is wild if this is actually true. So let's see if this is true. Hello? All right, so we're gonna go to the shooting range. Zachy says Raven does more damage than Eve. In some situations. In some situations. Check out my video where I kind of put them against like different things, and I talk about why they're stronger or not, but Raven's much better than she used to be. So the newest video just went up a couple hours ago, and that will answer your questions. Okay, so we're going to fight an electric boss. Alright, so I don't know, we'll put Helm in there, whatever. Or you know what? Yeah, fuck it, leave it there. Let's do this just for funsies. Alright, so we're gonna try this, and supposedly if you put A2 in here, the rumor that someone just mentioned is that Raven's damage will go up 50%. So let's run this, and let's see what happens. So we'll get our baseline at the moment for what Raven's damage is, and then we'll throw A2 in. This kind of sounds like BS to me. But you never know. And we're all about calling out BS here on stream. And if it's true, then hey, we all need to know it. Let me see if I can find this Discord post that you guys are talking about. I see. New bug found. A2 Raven. Do 50% more damage. What? Okay, so for Black Shadow Scarlet, A2 and Raven can do 50% more damage. I don't know. There's no way this is true. There's no way this is true. But we'll see. We'll see in a second. We'll see in a second. It's an interesting idea. It would be such a weird bug if that's actually what happens. Oh crap. I just dripped broth on my desk. Not the end of the world, just a splatter. Still, I'm kind of OCD about this stuff. I'm trying to keep things like extra clean around like my computer and whatever. Oh, I just realized I never pinged Discord either. Let's do that. Should probably let people know I'm here. Let's see. My noodles are in the way. That's why I'm like reaching around awkwardly. Yep, send now.
Good teamwork, everyone.
Alright, I should probably post it over here too. Okay, so apparently that was a new record with this like random team that I just threw together. The question is, what's our damage here? Let me take a quick screenshot. We'll put that over to the side for reference later. All right, so Raven's doing 3.2 billion. Let's swap in some other units. So we're gonna go with A2 and Black Shadow Scarlet. They mentioned Black Shadow Scarlet in the same post. I don't really know what they mean. So let's see what happens now. I'm telling you, if this works, that's wild. Imagine they have to stop Solar Ray the second time. Wouldn't be the first time that happened. Is Rem a good 2B, a good burst 2 to pair with Raven since she's a rocket launcher? I think Rem has kind of shown her age in general, but yeah, you have some synergy there. I think it's good enough. You feel like either character should be matching Rappy, who's barely 6 months old. Yeah, I mean, I don't think either character should be stronger than Rappy either. You know, Rappy's like their main character. She was an anniversary unit. You don't want your limited time collab units to be insanely OP, right? Because they're never coming back. What do you think, guys? Is this real? What's up, Dr. Eagles? Welcome to the stream. We're testing wild rumors. While I slurp in everybody's ear.
Just when things were getting good. Under the light of the kingdom.
10 seconds left.
Talk about spoiling the mood. Did you see?
All right.
King has won another victory.
So, we have to beat 3.2 billion. Apparently, I mean, total damage is way lower because this is like a whack-ass team comp. But apparently, the rumor is that you can somehow buff Raven's damage due to a bug if she's paired with A2 or possibly Black Shadow Scarlet. So we put all three on a team. We're going to see what happens. Guys, this is why you don't listen to silly rumors. That was total BS. She does like no damage. She's doing less damage here, of course, because she's not getting like the buff from Helm, and she's definitely not getting some magical bug buff from A2 or Black Shadow Scarlet. All right, I'm putting that in the false category. But hey, we tested it on stream. Now no one can say otherwise. That really would have been wild if that actually turned out to be true. What's another like fun iron unit we can just add in here? I mean, I could do Red Hood, but off burst Red Hood is kind of like pretty mid. Whatever, we'll throw it in there just for fun. We'll do another run just to see if we can get like the most iron damage possible this time. This might actually be worse than the run that we did with Helm, because Red Hood basically has like no synergy with anything that's happening. Kikro says, you feel like it was okay for Asuka Vili to be strong as Scarlet Black Shadow as single target DPS due to Scarlet being 14 months old and Rappy was outbidden. Yeah, and even then she's only like strong as Black Shadow Scarlet in some specific situations, you know. Black Shadow Scarlet is probably still like, you know, a better universal DPS. Like top 3 in the game. I don't know, what... So not just looking at one very specific situation, what do you guys think are the 3 strongest DPS in the game right now? I think there's definitely Rappy and Black Shadow Scarlet. And the other one's probably Cinderella, right? If we're just looking at like, do anything best DPS overall. Alice is still up there though. Yeah, I thought about running Maxwell. I did think about running Maxwell. But just decided to get Red Hood in there. Maxwell would be more synergistic with Raven, though. Oh, you'd rank Mihara as possibly number 4? Mihara is good. But yeah, Rappy, Black Shadow, and Cinderella, I think are probably the 3 best universal damage dealers. Bro, some of these like little bits of corn and stuff are just stuck to the side of the cup. Richardson says, if counting every situation, there would be Rappy, Black Shadow Scarlet, Red Hood, Cinderella, Mihara is not good in campaign. Red Hood is very good, but I don't know if I'd actually put her in top 3. Because her damage drops off a lot if she's not piercing through multiple things. I mean, she's very, very strong, but... I don't know, maybe.
Good teamwork, everyone. Let's keep it up.
Alright, so as predicted, we did actually get a lower score without Helm. because Red Hood just kind of like wasn't doing anything. All right, let's get out of this situation, and I'm gonna go grab a napkin. So I will BRB. All right, we're back. I'm bumping my desk. All right. Zaki says Red Hood is among the best characters for you personally and Kit. She's really good. Whoa, what just happened? I just signed myself out of my rechat. Get back in there. Something went wrong. What? Try this again. Stream is still okay, right? Chat, can you confirm that stream is still okay? I think I just had a problem with rechat, like they just went down. It won't let me log back in. Weird. Let me just try and close it and restart it. Okay, I think it's back up and running. That was strange. Stream is all good? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Let's do this raid. The 0 challenge that these levels are. Alright, let's just make a for fun all Stellar Blade team.
Roger. Heading in. I draw my sword only in service to him.
So let's put... Gotta get Lily on there. Where's Lily? Fortunately, she is in the synchro at least.
I'm not a member of the combat team.
And... I'll go with leader. Where's leader? There we go. Gotta have a friend for Lily. So we'll go with Eleg as well. Do I even have Eleg in the synchro? Eleg, where are you? Oh yeah, okay. There we go. Can't wait for challenge mode. You want tier 3 frame. Oh, let's see what the frame looks like. I actually haven't looked at the frame at all. It's kind of cool. You don't see like that glowing like orange a lot. I gotta say, I really wish they went with the other final boss of the game. which, you know, no spoilers, I won't talk about it, but I think that would have been cooler. But I get why they did Providence, because with it being like a robot, it does fit in with the theme of like fighting raptures a lot more. Like it does make sense. But yeah. Tier 3 frame looks pretty cool. Tier 2 frame, is it literally just missing like those orange glowing like wing things up at the top? I think it's like the same otherwise. Tier 1 looks a lot different though. It kind of doesn't have any of the fancy looking stuff. It's very plain. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, anyway, let's do it.
Good teamwork, everyone. Let's keep it up.
How much favorite item upgrade do you get for daily expedition in the outpost? It's random. Because you might get blue boxes, purple boxes, it just depends. It's a big grind though. The solo raid, is your big opportunity to earn rewards for the favorite items. Because otherwise, it's a very slow grind. Alright, level 5. You wonder for the near collab if they'll rerun the solo raid boss we got back then?
How terribly unexciting.
I would assume so. That was the first time they did kind of like a special boss. Technically it was just a reskin, but it did have like some extra parts because you could destroy the like things on top of it. And it had like the white washed out like Nier look to it. I'd be down to fight it again. Alright, level 6. Any brand new player should have this team. You could throw in whoever instead of Eleg. Eleg is basically doing nothing here anyway. And there you go. Boom! I love that boom. Stuck to it after it blows up. That's hilarious. How long can it take to max Helm's favorite item from the Outpost expedition? Oh, okay. So maybe I misunderstood you before. Are you talking about like these kind of things? Or are you talking about the specific special item rewards? Like these things. I have no idea, to be honest. But that's going to be kind of a grind too. But just make sure, if you're trying to level up a very specific item, make sure you select that unit to send them into the Outpost mission, rather than doing the universal one. Because then you'll get more drops of whatever item is needed. Alright, so we do a mock of 7? Let's do a mock of 7. If you're hoping to get a rocket launcher doll from the random purple doll box from the solo raid, got 2 shotgun dolls. So now every SSR shotgun Nikke has a purple doll now. And you got 1 to spare. Dang. Shotgun gang, I guess. Alright, I don't think we really learned anything from that. Like, we still killed it super fast. See, if you have nothing, it can take a full 50 days for treasure upgrades to get 3 a day. Okay, so starting from 0, Kickrow reports it can take 50 days. Like I said, it's a grind. It is a grind. You want to get everything you can from the solo raid. And typically, I would recommend actually going with the universal one. So, like, let's go to the outpost real quick. Maybe I can't even show you this. I can't. Wait. I can't because I already did the dispatch for today. But typically, I'd recommend just doing the universal box. Because later on, you can exchange the duplicate items anyway. I wonder how much damage those first 2 punches are going to do in challenge mode. Yeah, we'll see. It's like impossible to estimate these things, as most of you guys know, because the damage between level 7 and challenge is dramatically different. So, like, knowing what the damage is going to be, like, complete guessing game, you know? Yo, what's up, Grimjaw? Welcome to the stream. Lone Syndicate says, since I have every treasure in the game, you go with the universal one. Yeah, you might as well.
Resting isn't so bad.
There you go, resting isn't so bad. Did anybody say it was going to be bad? Alright, let's go to the Ark. Get sim room out of the way. Come on, we can do this. I realized I should put Raven in here too. Why not? Not that she'll even get to burst. Did I buy Scarlet's new gacha skin? I did not. It's a great skin. Even as someone who generally does not buy gacha skins, it's a great skin, and it is one of my favorite skins from Stellar Blade. However, Shift Up had their head up their ass and fucked up, so I didn't buy it. Alright. Interception. So I've been doing a few rerolls on Eve and Raven already. And, we don't want to keep them here for Kraken.
I want to change my attire.
And we've gotten a little bit more optimized. So hopefully we can get more custom modules and I can optimize them even further. Cheers. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. Oh, shoot, we're doing things. I was looking at Discord. Back to Nikke, back to Nikke. I was looking at Discord again. I realized I didn't post a Twitch link. Marshana's School Days skin is one of your favorites. You regret missing it. Well, you have a second chance because they are making a scale figure of Marshana's School Days skin. So if you're a huge fan, you can buy it IRL. I know that one was really popular with a lot of people, actually. Dang. We were nearly there for the tier 7 before the QTE started. That would have been cool. So close. We're gonna pop this guy in just a second though. And there we go, tier 7. Sup, Dr. Eagles? Welcome. Over here on Twitch too, he says. By the way, you guys can assume that I'm always on Twitch and YouTube, unless something weird has happened. So like, even if I didn't post the link, I'm gonna be on both. All right, let's quick battle. Siren's English voice acting is not good. It's not good. Is anybody a big fan of Siren's voice acting in English? Am I just a hater? I've heard multiple people say it's annoying. She seriously sounds like a child. You're just on a boss fight in Expedition 33, so you were trying to finish up while watching the stream. Nice. How was Expedition 33? I assume there's like a replay, because I think you've probably already played it a bunch, right? Grimjaw does not like Siren's voice acting. Dr. Eels plays in JP, so he doesn't know. Yeah. I mean, as you guys know, normally I play in Korean. And it's fine there. But the English one just sounds so ridiculous. And I don't think it's just because I'm not used to it. Kikro says, I like her voice actor. I mean, the person's probably cool. I don't know. And I don't know if it was the actor's choice or the director's choice, but I feel like the voice is not good. Dr. Yo says, no, it's still the first playthrough of Expedition 33. Dang. How many hours in are you? She's annoying as... Dude, she is annoying. She is annoying. Okay. So, do we want to reroll Eve or Raven? Oh, let's finish off... let's finish on Eve's chest. Upgrade. I can't. Wow, okay, I needed way more experience than I expected. Let's deselect these and just do what we can. Dang. I guess I have to wait until tomorrow. Upgrade. Going with the director's choice rather than the voice actor? Yeah, I think that's probably true too.
If the raptures are infinite in number, then drastic measures must be taken to turn the tide.
Took a break between Etheria restart doing 2 times bonus. So you didn't have time to play Expedition. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dude, that was a grind. I'm not going to lie. Over the weekend, doing the double drops for Etheria, I was getting pretty sick of it. I was like, all right, I mean, this is how it is. I got to do it. But it was kind of way too much. I was like regretting that I had saved so much stamina. Okay, so reroll for Raven. What do we have? Elemental and charge speed, attack charge speed, ammo elemental, charge speed, charge damage, and attack. I mean, all these are pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I'm missing line 2 on a lot of things, which is annoying. Maybe we come back here. Let me go to Eve. You only have 48 hours based on Steam. I mean, that's still a lot of hours, but it's like an 80 or 90 hour game or something, right? Dude, this is sweet. I just re-rolled this recently. This is also really nice. Was also a re-roll. This is like perfect right here. Alright, so I could get rid of this hit rate and try and go for attack or crit damage. Honestly, though, this is... Let's see, I got attack. Attack. Elemental. Honestly, maybe I just don't even worry about re-rolling her. She's really close to being, like, fully optimized. Because we have 4 elemental lines. Two max ammo, which I think is probably perfect for Eve. And then I have 2 attack. And then I have a crit rate, a hit rate, a crit rate, and a crit damage. If I could change like that hit rate and one of the crit rates to crit damage, then maybe that would be better. But this is very close to being optimized, I think. So I think maybe I'm just done with her. Because unless I'm prepared to like really pour in like 1,000,000 stones just to like change one line to get some more crit, I think maybe that's it. So with that in mind, is it worth re-rolling values to get higher stats? Like this elemental damage is super low. Let's see, if I reset attributes... That's a pretty sweet ammo capacity of 64%, though. That's almost to the top, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, no, it's not actually that super high. I mean, it's good, but it's not amazing. You don't really need max ammo, yeah. I mean, I think having 1 or 2 lines, at least 1 line is probably what you want. But yes, she has a lot of built-in ammo ability. Let's see, what is like the worst piece of gear that I have on her? Probably this one. This is probably the worst if I was gonna re-roll a piece of gear. This is my lowest elemental. We have hit rate, which is pretty mid, and we got ammo down here. All right, I'm going to try and get some more elemental damage. So we got the exact same elemental damage with lower hit rate and lower max ammo. Bruh. We will keep effects. Let's try it again. Oy. Bro. What is this? Try it again. So we got 1% more elemental damage and then worse on everything else. Dude, why do I always have such terrible luck with overload gear? This is crazy. This is like so bad all the time. Anytime I re-roll on stream, it's just a complete disaster. All right, let's try this one more time. Bro. Alright, whatever. Let's just use the last one. Let's just use the last one. Come on, come on. Turn on dev mode. Streamer luck. Let's go. Dude, we get the lowest roll. Another 1% increase. This is just complete BS. They have like 20% less ammo, 1% less hit rate, and 1% more elemental damage. It's dumb. Totally dumb. Okay. Whatever, shift up. Let's do the tribe tower. Who are you calling a junk heap?
Let's see what they can do. Whoa, follow me. You want to preserve beautiful memories of what is this your can do? Too easy.
I think we'll do some normal banner pulls too. Use some blue tickets today. I was going to use them on the Raven Day, but it ended on such an epic way that I decided not to do it. So I think today we'll do some blue tickets.
It's already over? That's a shame. It felt good.
That's what she said. Bro, that's a wild line to give her. Mihara after the battle. It's already over? That's a shame. Alright. Shift up has no shame, I'll tell you that. Oh, we got silence dudes. Time to play on manual for a second. There we go.
already over? That's a shame. It felt good.
All right, Pilgrim Tribe Tower. Yeah, we'll go with the team. We'll go with the normal team.
I will send you off without pain.
We'll send you off without pain. Who was that? Is that Cinderella? Or Crown, maybe?
Everyone follow me and attack.
There's so many like English voice lines that I still do not recognize at all.
Did you see? Your king has won another victory.
Your king has won another victory. These are all things that all of you guys have heard like 10,000 times, but they're all new lines to me. It's like a whole new game.
Under the light of the kingdom,
That was Cinderella? Okay. That was my first guess. I felt like it was probably Cinderella.
let's finish this quickly. Under the light of the kingdom, true beauty. This outfit is a real drag. Under the light of the kingdom, true beauty. This outfit is a real drag. Under the light of the kingdom,
Let's wipe them out and head back. Oh, you can click on the nikkes too. I forgot about this. What? More PC noob things. So I can aim or click on the nikkes to change who I'm controlling. Huh.
what a truly
I wonder if anybody actually uses that functionality. I feel like hitting the keys on your keyboard to switch nikkes is far more efficient. Because if you're clicking on it with your mouse, you might as well be using a touchscreen. In which case, the touchscreen might actually be the easier way of doing it from that method. It was Modernia who said, "I will send you off without pain." Oh,
has won another victory.
okay. That was not even one of my guesses. Alright, so we just got arena before we get into the event. Wait, was Rookie Arena closed? It is closed. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm rank 17, which means there's probably nobody that I can beat. Kahlua? Try Midna, although usually I lose to Midna. Once in a while I can steal a victory. We'll try Midna.
Ready?
Edna! The one person in the game that doesn't sound any different no matter what language you put him in. Try again, no? Okay, so we got a victory on the first squad. I could try swapping these, because I don't think we can beat this squad no matter what. This might just make me lose all three, but we'll try it. I'll try it.
Ready?
Okay, yeah. It did just make me lose all three. That's fine. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, but like, there's no point in just doing the same thing again, you know what I mean? This event wallpaper is pretty cool. The menu totally covers up Adam, though. That's kind of sad. It's like, we don't need to see that guy. But it's a nice wallpaper. They always look better on mobile, though. These kind of like vertical wallpaper things. Alright, login stamp. Is today the last login stamp?
Lily,
I think it is.
we meet again someday.
Completed some missions. We'll claim those. Alright,
We've done everything.
story
we
2.
can. For now, this is enough. May these memories shared with everyone live on.
That like slice, and then you see her like holding the sword from like having cut the screen open is pretty sick. Alright, what are we doing? This stage? No, it's this one. Okay. It's kind of like, this confuses me. I don't know why they... I don't know, like have the ones on the right randomly. Like, I don't know which one to select. Anyway. Not important.
Nothing can stand against my firepower.
Challenge.
Everyone's left.
Is it a new challenge stage? I'm also way behind on collecting cans again. In fact, I missed playing the event completely yesterday. I played Nikke, but I didn't have time to get into the event. And it is a new challenge stage. Alright, here we go. The ones on the sides are for Raven's story. Oh, okay. I never really noticed that. That's cool. What's up, Sophia? Welcome to the stream. Did I already talk about Raven's buffs after patch? I did, and I made a video about it earlier today, too. She is much better. But yeah, if you want to see the actual testing results, go ahead and watch that video that went up this afternoon. But yeah, significant improvement. Okay, so, like I said, I'm way behind on this, so let's just... Let's click on the things. Snow White over here. She... At least this time, it looked like she asked Rappy for it. Versus the... Before, she just, like, snatched it out of Eve's hand. Which, by the way, why are we Rappy now? Didn't we used to be Eve walking around? Again, yo, Snow White is so greedy. She's just like, I'll tank that. Thank you very much. Dang, what a hoe. Alright. Oh, there's a thing over here. There's a thing.
Adam, Lily, I hope we meet again someday.
Because Eve went home to her universe. I mean, I guess they do try and keep them on story like that. That's true.
We've done everything we can. For now, this is enough.
Hello?
May these memories shared with everyone live on. This place will
What? Why
become
can't I
ruins
grab
now.
this? There we go.
What a shame.
Okay, so I'm still missing 2 cans and 3 relics. Here's the thing over here. Maybe there's some in the
Say goodbye.
Hall of Records or whatever. Oh, there's one down there by the camp too. I can see it right now. Right here, I think, is one.
Adam, Lily, I hope we meet again someday.
I hope we do too, Rappy. It's kind of sad,
This place will become
feeling how, like, everybody's gone now.
What a shame.
Alright, do we see anything else up here that looks suspicious before I go downstairs into the vault? Oh, there's one here. But you know what? We're already down here, so let's just do this at the moment, and then we'll go back up.
I didn't get a chance to properly say goodbye. Eve,
Oh, there's one.
Lily, I hope we meet again someday.
Adam's apple, 90% refreshing apple juice.
May these memories shared with everyone live on.
I think this is just an old thing. Yeah, I've already read this. Okay. Let's get out.
We've done everything we can.
Ooh, sorry, I just bumped the entire mic. Hopefully that wasn't crazy loud for everybody. Is there any specific reason why MLB 3 is targeted rather than, say, 4 or 5? Or their first 3 bigger increases? Yes. So, every limit break you get up to 2 stars is going to allow you to do 10 more advised sessions, which will give them more stats. And then the incentive for getting the 3rd star or max limit break is going to give you the wallpaper to use in the lobby, so that's why a lot of people like to go there. Also, if it is a pilgrim or overspec, you'll get another 10 advised sessions to give them more stats when you get to max limit break. So that's kind of like the big cutoff point for most people. Now, honestly, those are very, like, marginal gains. So, I mean, for most units, unless it's one that you're a big fan of or is, like, your primary DPS or whatever, you don't really need to stress about it. And, like,
Place will become ruined.
most units will function very well with just 1 copy.
What a shame. May these memories shared with everyone live on.
But with 1 copy, you can only do those 10 advised sessions. Alright, so now I'm missing 1 more relic somewhere, but I have all the cans. Oh, it's right here.
We've done everything we
That
can.
was actually pretty easy to find.
For now, this is enough.
Finally! Dude, finally get this track. This one's so chill. Kind of makes me feel like I'm on an island in a vacation or something. Okay, so to the cans. Might put that in the lobby.
Someday,
What rewards did we get?
everyone's left. I didn't get a chance to properly say goodbye.
Fusion crystals, fusion cells, I mean, and 150 gems. Only thing left is the sticker. I wish you could like, oh, well you kind of can. I guess I was going to say I wish you could zoom in. Black Pearl. You know, honestly, canned boba is kind of gross. Like boba that's been like sitting that long just like in some canned tea. It's not good. It's literally just water. The purest water in the world. Nice. A military beverage. Trinity Angle. Electric boom. Zap zap. Like a shock straight to your taste buds. Electric boom. Kind of sounds like Eleg designed this one. But yeah, looking at all the cans is pretty funny. I like it. A sip of salvation for the lonely crow. Dang. Is that a reference to nobody liking crow? Is there anywhere you can see the total stats of Nikke's? Like, apparently Eve has 75% base crit rate, but I have no idea how to check stats. Well, you can see kind of their standard stats, just by looking at the menu. Here, let me show you. And what Kikro is saying is right. So if we go back, we'll wait for the game to load. So we'll look at Eve since we're talking about her. And who doesn't like looking at Eve anyway? You can see their basic stats over here, right? So over here on the right, it says HP, attack, and defense. Then there are base values. Like Kikro is saying that there's a base crit rate of 15%. So no matter what a unit is doing, whatever skills they have a 15% chance to do a crit on any kind of attack. And then you can look in the skills to see like what other things are giving them crit rate or whatever stat you're talking about. And then there you can like add those things up to the base of 15 and see what their total crit rate is. So that's how you can see that. And like, how do we know there's a base stat of 15% crit rate? Well, that's from like, I don't know, data mining and stuff like that. There's no way to actually see that. We just know that we figured that out. But most of this stuff is just from like reading the actual values in the skills, and you can see what that adds up to. All right, so let's go back and do the mini game.
We've done everything we can. For now.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, because like basically the devs don't show you some stats. They want some things to be like ambiguous, and not just like clearly defined as readable. But anything you can read in the skills, you can figure out. All right, so to boss challenge. Stalker. I've not fought Stalker on hard before. Oh, I didn't even realize the fight had started. My bad. Oh, shoot. That was a bad time for me to use my burst skill there. Retribution. This might finish it off. If you want a better look at stat lines, use blah 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 Nikke website. Use your account to track the data. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot that you can even do that kind of stuff in blah blah blah. I should probably post my recent videos on there. I forgot that it existed. Blah 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 does actually have some cool functionality. Alright, so let's try Behemoth on challenge mode. Oop, I got too greedy there. Oof. That big shockwave hit me. This is a sloppy run. I'm being very sloppy this round. Might actually run out of time. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Couldn't see what was going on, but I got a lucky dodge there. Retribution. I should probably get some more burst or beta skills. Oops. Forgot he had a delayed attack there. Because I'm still using the original ones. Retribution? Will this save the run? I don't know. It's gonna be close. Kinda still looks like he has a lot of health left. Yeah, that's my fault. Honestly, it was just too sloppy. We could have gotten there. You don't even use beta skills? Let me see if also I can upgrade some stuff. Like I said, I haven't played for a couple days. So... Oh, here we go. We can upgrade our attack power. So I might be a little behind on power level. Let's see. Oh, wait. Can I even get different ones? Maybe I can't. I thought I could... Oh, but they're not unlocked yet, I guess? What are these locked ones? Burst enhanced gear unlocks upon obtaining burst enhanced gear. Oh, okay. So I have to get the base versions of them first. Okay. Let's see, protection, perfect. So I could get speed increase gear. I should probably save up to get this. Or save up for double edge. I kind of forgot that they were upgrades. I'm still using the base levels of all these. Alright, well let's try Behemoth one more time. I panic rolled. Alright, this is feeling like a cleaner run than last time. Just took that tornado to the face, though. Got the dodge. I kind of hate how it, like, changes the camera there, though. Retribution.
Let's do this.
What's up, Vermouth? Welcome to the stream. Hello? Trying to use the skill. There we go. That was good. That was good. Oh, I missed an opportunity to do the blink skill, but that's okay. At least I dodged it. Is this our second retribution of the fight? I think it is. Gotcha. You got crit rate and crit damage gear and killed all the challenge bosses, but have to rely on beta skills because dodging on mobile sucks. That's fair. That is totally fair. Dodging on mobile does suck. Alright. Can I buy anything else? I think I'm going to save up for... Oh, no, I can buy it right now. Purchase. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So, did I already equip it? Is that what that was saying? No, I did not. Speed gear. There we go. Double edge gear. Yeah, so I'll do 7% more damage now. I kind of forgot that there were star upgrades. Okay, so... Let's fight Stalker on challenge mode. Dude, bro is so aggressive. Hello? Fine, I'll go in. Dang, he kind of goaded me. Ooh, 4 perfect parries in a row. That was pretty epic. Retribution, bitch. Got a little assist from our Nikke girls. Eve isn't on her own. She has friends too. Got the dodge in. Double beta. Ooh, I missed the other blink there. I was in the middle of using a beta skill. That's unfortunate. Second retribution.
Let's do this.
Hello, beta. Bro's so angry. Dude, he starts doing that every time I start using a beta skill, so I never get to actually do it. This is still a pretty clean run, though. We've only been hit like 3 times. If it wasn't for a couple of, like, unlucky things there with the blink. Third retribution, there we go. We would have already killed him, like... It's funny how he did his, like, purple move every single time I went into a beta. Clean run, though. Clean run. So let's see, how do we get this guy? Okay, so he just comes eventually. We don't get to fight him yet. I got beef with this guy. I think we all do after the very first part of the game. Alright, can I buy the star upgrade again? No, I don't have enough. Okay, alright. I think that's that then. Okay, so I said we would do some blue ticket pulls. Let's do some blue ticket pulls. Oh, let me check out the shop first.
I didn't get a chance.
Buy some stuff for actual Nikkes outside of the minigame. We'll buy these, yep. And I don't know, what should we buy next? We'll go with these. Okay, to recruit. So here's what my wish list. Wait, whoa. I can do my last exchange. I didn't even notice that. Wait, so I already have Core 7 leader. Yeah. I have 5 on Naga and 6 on Alice. Do I go for the Core 7 Alice or get Core 6 Naga? We'll let fate decide, okay? I'm gonna do... Wait, but maybe I don't have either one of them on my wish list, actually. Let me see. I don't. Okay. Core 7 Alice. Let's do a survey. Let's do a survey. Start a poll for the YouTube viewers. Okay. What should I get? Okay. Core 7 Alice. Core 6 Naga. Start the poll. And then while you guys are answering that, I will do my first multi-poll. We have a lot of blue tickets saved up. I don't know if we're going to actually do like every ticket here. Probably not. We'll save some. But there are a lot of units that I'm looking for. Like I don't have Kay. We skipped her banner. As unfortunately I think a lot of people did. Would love to finish my Snow White, obviously. And yeah. Those are our main targets. But like all these things would be good to get. Obviously they're on the wish list. So, alright. Wish me luck, chat. Here we go. Lone Syndicate says, willing to bet if you pick Alice next time you will get an off banner, it'll be Alice. Dude, that's why I don't core 7 things. A lot of times when I get to core 6, then I take them off the wish list because I'm like, hey, I'll get one randomly. And we are starting off with a gold spark. What will it be? Oh, it's a double. It's a double. Dude, the luck has continued. This Stellar Blade period has been completely bonkers. Here's our first one. Oh, it's Cinderella. Oh my gosh. All right. Dude, I'm very happy to get a Cinderella. I just, for a second there, I thought maybe it was Snow White. It got the Pilgrim. It started to reveal. It was white. Oh my gosh. That was almost a major hype moment there. But, yeah, all right. Cinderella. I'll take the Cinderella. That's an amazing way to start this off. Hope I finally get MLB Snow White. Dude, for real. Grimdaw says I should go with Alice. I mean, that's probably the better choice. Alright, I think our Pilgrim is... Or Pilgrim. Hopefully it's a Pilgrim. Our SSR is next, I think. Oh, no, not quite yet. Elysian. Made Mast. Okay. That's a solid one. That's a solid one. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and post it on our Flex channel later. That's a pretty sweet poll right there. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram too. If you guys didn't know, I do have an Instagram. I feel like almost nobody uses Instagram nowadays, but I do have one. So let's core up our Cinderella. Get her to core 3. Oh, and we got these. I forgot. Dude, that was an epic first poll.
My body feels so much lighter.
My body feels so much lighter. And then... Who else did I get? Yo. Who was it? Mast, that's right. I think that's only my second copy. Oh, third copy. All right, 2 stars on her.
So, what are you...
Made Mast. Yeah, thank you for
As
move.
expected. You really know your stuff, Master Cap.
Master Captain. I am Master Captain. Master Captain, Master Sparks. Master Sparks, Master Captain. All right, let's go back. And second multi. Snow White for sure this time, right? Nothing. It's because we got 2 last time, so, you know. One of those counted for that pull. Another big fat nothing. A lot of SRs though. A lot of purple. Please give me another gold spark. Change. Nope. That was pull number 4, right? We'll go to at least down to 100 tickets. We'll go down to 100 tickets. Maybe more. We'll see how I'm feeling. Snow White, Snow White, Snow White. Ooh, there we go, there we go. We're keeping the theme going. We are above rates. All the way at the end there. Okay, okay. Elysian again. Do we finish off Made Mast right here? We do finish off Made Mast. Okay, alright. 2 in a row. I'll take the mast. Alright, there we go. That is it for Made Mast. Alright, let me revise the wish list right now before I forget. So instead of mast... I could go with Arcana or Original D. Query. Let's go with Query. Wait, what happened? Hello? Oh, I didn't take her out. Query, there we go. Do the single daily half price one. Yours was a gold today. Nice, congrats. Who did you pull, Sophia? Who did you pull? Sometimes I do the daily, honestly. But I didn't because I was saving for the collab, and I'm pretty low on gems now, so I'm probably just gonna keep saving. But normally, like you know, in the long run, it is a good idea to do the daily half price pull. All right, mast. Where's our girl?
Overflowing with dreams.
Got the wallpaper. Probably not going to use it though. We're going to keep it Stellar Blade themed in the lobby. But we will get rid of the notification because that's going to drive me crazy, as you guys know. D is prime for treasure? Yeah, maybe. It's possible. It's very possible. Sophia got crown on the daily discount. That's crazy. That's a huge win. All right. I would say end it there because that would just be like, you know, we just finished mass. That was fun. But I said we'd go down to 100 tickets, so we'll do a couple more polls. The mask one is a great wallpaper. It is a pretty good wallpaper. I'll put it in there. After Stellar Blade ends, I'll put it in there at some point. Another one. Pilgrim again! Pilgrim again!
So adorable. I'll get rid of
Isabel. Okay, okay, okay.
I may be a mass production.
Does that take me to 2 stars in Isabel? Or is that max limit break? If that's max limit break, that's actually really cool. Let me see. It is max limit break. Alright, alright. Huzzah! That's right, let's go.
Is this more to your liking?
Is this more to your liking? Yeah, that's to my liking. Thank you, Isabel. She'll also have to wait to be in the lobby. But dude, that's pretty great. Also, should we update the wait, did we get the second app? I guess we haven't gotten the second event wallpaper yet, have we? That's not a thing. Okay. Okay. We got 2 more. I think we have 2 more. Yep. Dude, my luck is kind of crazy, it's true. Do we ever not pull SSRs on stream? That's like not a thing that can happen, right? It has to be SSRs every single time.
But I will do my best.
Emmanuel just broke the 160 ball. Nice. Congrats. That's a big milestone. Missilus this time. All right, first Missilus of the night.
They call me Trina, the caretaker of trees.
Trina, the caretaker of trees.
In my embrace.
Famously not a cowgirl. There we go. We got a Trina. Also, I should take Isabel off of this. So, I could put Mihara on or Rappy. Should probably go with Rappy. Yeah, we'll go with Rappy. Okay, last poll, guys. Last multi. We've been so spoiled today. It's been crazy. Our favorite Birch girl, that's right. Change? Okay, okay, okay. Dude, that was nuts. Like, with the double, if you distribute that, I think there were only 2 pulls out of the 8 that we did not get an SSR. That was kind of crazy. All right, so we have our exchange. I will end the survey. All right, guys, I need somebody to vote. It looks like there's a 50-50 split. Okay, somebody needs to vote in the YouTube poll that has not already. Okay, are we going for Alice or Naga? I can't end this poll with it being on 50-50. That doesn't help me, guys. Somebody look in the chat. Vote. Voting is a privilege, and I've given it to you. Amatsu says action timing in is fun. It is pretty fun. It's true. It's true. I haven't played in a long time, but it was a decent game. PvP is dead boring. Dude, PvP was kind of trash in that game. Gantz arrived at the perfect time. Oh, the poll has shifted. All right, we're going to end the poll. Okay. 54% says vote for Naga. And Alice was barely outvoted. I think, if we're being real here, Alice is probably the smarter poll here. But my usual policy is to go for core 6 and then let fate eventually give me the core 7. So I think, you know, the poll reflects that, and we will go for Naga. And that's our last one. We no longer have the pity. We finally went through all 7 of them. All right, Naga, core 6.
Will you be giving us battle lessons in the future too?
Yes, I will. So how many core 6s do I have now? So I have the 3 core 7s, which are Eve, Leader, and Exia. But for core 6, I think I have several. So we got, what, Alice, Naga, Maxwell. Dude, it's crazy that Maxwell is one of my highest cores when it was literally like over a year for me to even get her. Who else? Is that it? I think I have more core 6 than that. Oh, Dola. And Celine. Hooray. Core 6 Celine. And that might be... Yeah, so I have 5 core 6 waiting. Dr. Eagles hardly uses Naga anymore. I mean, it depends on the boss. It depends on the boss, right? Alright, guys. I think it is Etheria restart time.
Resting isn't so bad.
Let's see. Etheria. Yes, here we go. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I feel a little burnt out for Etheria after the double drop weekend. It was a lot. I'm not bored of the game or anything like that, but it was kind of a lot. Which is of my own making, right? Because I just had so much stamina that then I had to play for like an entire day straight. 0 wins, 8 losses. What did I do? What? How did I lose so much? There's no way. Hold up. Hold up. That's crazy. Wait. Dude, I 3-star this all the time. How did I lose every single match? That's never happened before. I won 0 out of 8? What the fuck? That is definitely some BS. That was a complete waste of stamina on something that I normally just easily 3-star. That's crazy. That is crazy. Kikro asks, on my document, are you asking for arena rank is for RTA or regular or both? Oh, I'm not asking that at all. I check that when I'm making arrangements. So that's for my own use. It's just blank at the moment. So you don't need to worry about that column at all. Okay, I'm going to try this. Let's just fight it once on auto and let me see, did something bizarre change? Like, that's really weird. Like, this should be a really easy fight. How did I lose every single one of those auto runs? Lone Syndicate went from level 55 to level 68 due to the double drops. Dude, the double drops were insane. I'm still behind since I didn't get to play for those 2 days, but it definitely helped me catch up. Do I need your level or just finding spots for you? No, I don't need your level either. You don't have to fill anything on that spreadsheet. Like, literally just use the spreadsheet for reference to see where you're supposed to place your teams. Sophia Graham asks, Sparks, have you played Wuthering Waves? Is it not your cup of tea? I have not played Wuthering Waves. I'm kind of not into open world games like that. Oh, so Rose actually died at the end there. But anyway, still, like, relatively easy victory. How did I lose every single one of those auto battles? Dude, what a waste of stamina. That's really annoying. Anyway. Got shit drops, too. I'm trying to farm more of this guy, and it will not give me these guys. It's kind of really annoying. So yeah, Wuthering Waves, from everything I've heard, is actually pretty good. There's a lot of hype about it when it came out, but I never played Genshin. I think if I play a game like that, I would rather play like an actual like console or PC game. You know, like, I don't know, any other like open world RPG in that case. Is anyone here going for the new LD character coming out? Yes, Lone Syndicate. I mean, we'll see the details of her kit, but yes, I will probably be pulling for her. Okay, so I guess... Dude, I'm almost afraid to try and farm this now. Like, what the heck happened? But that is... I mean, this is what I want to farm, so... Try it again, I guess. Battle settings. Yeah. Shooting Hoyon, that's how it should be. Okay. That must have been some crazy unlucky stuff. So, let's do some arena. You know what? I feel like I personally enjoy arena a lot, but I actually have barely done arena on stream. And as much as I'm a little frustrated about being like a little behind in power level due to those days that I missed, I need to like not let that hold me back, and I should just like, you know, keep doing it more on stream. Dang, we actually won a lot of defense matches here. That's surprising. Someone on Discord asked what they think a good defense win ratio is. If you're at 50% or more, like that's really good because the attacker has way more advantage than you do. So if you're even managing to win 50% of those as a defense, that's very impressive, I would say. Okay, so we'll go through kind of some normal arena runs, and then we'll try some RTA. This is a cleave team that I'm not prepared to deal with. This is kind of a team that I would run, very similar to what I would run. The question is there basically whoever wins this is just whose Lily is faster? Because like if my Lily is faster and I can boost my Rosa right away, then I'm gonna win. If he does it first, then I'm gonna win. So this is like a 50-50. This is kind of an interesting, very tanky team. I could try this one. This will probably be a tough match, but this is interesting. This is a super tanky team right here. Oh, also, like I need to remember every single time, I need to change my game. Etheria restart. There we go. Got to keep Twitch informed. Also, any reminder to anybody who is in my union, make sure you look at the spreadsheet and place your units for United Front. Okay, do I want to keep these units? I think I just want to keep my standard units. There's no specific reason for me to change these here. Because I'm going to have control for everyone, which will help slow down their like healing. It'll disrupt their, you know, sustainability. And Lily's going to boost me up faster, and I still want Rosa to be able to kill Holden. Alright, so Kraken is naturally going to get to go next, so I don't have to worry about getting him quicker. We'll just do this on Rosa. And unfortunately, I think I probably just need to go for Ling Lo right here. Oh, there we go. We got the freeze on Ling Lo, so she can't heal. So this is our match to win already. There we go. We can just auto the rest of this. The disrespect had to end it by freezing their last single unit. Okay. What about this team? This is a scary team, but I can try it. Again, if I can go fast enough and freeze them, I can win. But if I get stuck in the sleep cycle, like they have so much CC right here, this is very scary. So this is risky. I might lose this, but we're going to do it just to kind of like see what happens, you know? There's no like point in just like always running away from everything, you know? Okay, so they have a lot of green element units. So Hellkid is definitely going to be good. I could switch to Chloros instead of Rosa. Is that worth it? I mean, Rosa is so good. But if I can kill their Rumoka right away, then they kind of don't have any DPS. So we'll try it. This is a pretty big gamble. But what I'm banking on here is be able to go first with Lily, boost my Chloros, and then go 1-2 and kill Rumoka. It might not happen that way. He does get to go first. That's very bad. So in this case, it kind of doesn't matter what I chose because his Kraken was faster. I'd probably just lose. So like my unit selections just like isn't really relevant. Yeah, Kloss wasn't even that fast, but the Kraken's crazy fast, which is really impressive because my Kraken is actually very, very fast too. So the fact that his Kraken was faster than mine when he is one of my fastest units, that's pretty insane. So, I mean, we're dead, honestly. We're just dead, but sure. We will buff Hellkid. I mean, we'll do what we can, but it's not going to be a lot. Yeah. Dang. The one freeze that landed the second time was on my Chloros. That's unfortunate. Sure, we'll AoE. Like I said, this is kind of a loss. So we did take out the Romoka. He doesn't have his DPS. But it's probably too little too late. If we can... Oh, we stunned her. We landed the stun. We may actually have a fighting chance here. We didn't get the second stun, though. That's bad news. Okay, okay. Can we kill the Colossus? Nope. Yo, we're actually... This is actually a really good comeback. We may have a chance here. We may actually have a chance here. Unfortunately, our main DPS is fire, fighting a blue guy, but I think we may have gotten this. See if we can just stun lock him. No, he's got good effect resist. Kills our Chloros, but he did not land any freeze. There we go, we got the stun. Got the stun. Yeah, this guy's cooked. There you go. Never give up. I feel like, you know, he opened super strong there, but wasn't able to actually back it up, and then we were able to claw it back. Okay. Interesting team. I'm not really sure what to think about this team. It's definitely like a reactive, kind of like sustainy counter kind of team. This is just a classic cleave team, although they randomly have Ling Lo in there. We'll try and fight this team. I'm not really sure how to go about fighting this team, if I'm being honest. We'll see how this goes. Oh, let me post in the Etheria Discord too. Okay. So we do not want to use Chloros in this situation. We're going to go back to Rosa. And we might just stick with this. Or do I want to use Freya? I think we're going to stick with this. Alright, I'm going to buff Rosa. Viper didn't do shit. And we're going to target the Linglo. As much as I would love to try and like go for the throat on Holden, I'm not going to be able to like just take him out in one hit like that. And so have to deal with the healer first. I would have rather frozen the ones on the left, but we froze the two on the right. I guess at least we landed two freeze. Could have been worse. Dude, all the way up to like max health again. That's so gross. Okay, she finally went through all her heals. We failed to get the freeze with Kraken. So now we need to be able to kill her before her heal refreshes again. Holden not doing much, to be honest. Alright, we're almost there. Dude, this Viper is kind of weak, to be honest. Oh no, I thought she was going to heal on the next turn. She already got another heal. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That may have sealed our fate. I really needed to kill her before she could heal again. Yeah. We just didn't have the DPS. Yeah, it only gets worse from here. Well, that's annoying. Time for a beef brisket sandwich in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yo, what a throwback. Okay. Enjoy your movie night. Take care. Alright. We really needed to land a freeze on Ling Lo earlier. Now we get it. It's too late. That is so annoying. But that's how RNG is sometimes, I guess. Got two freezes in a row, and again after Hellkit is dead. Well, the Linglo is dead. I don't know if we're going to get fortunate enough this time to claw back like we did in the last match. Alright, their Holden is down. Their Holden is down. We go for the Viper. I have to say, this has been a lot longer of a match than I would have expected. That counterattack. There's a lot of HP to burn through. I don't know. Can we freeze? Can we freeze? Okay, we got the freeze. We got the freeze. Oh boy, Kraken barely holds on. We got another freeze. Our DPS is so bad now. Alright. This is Kraken's last attack, most likely. Well, let's buff. Let's see if we can get one more off with Kraken. No, it was not enough. Oh, but she buffed herself? Alright, that was just bad AI, to be honest. Bro. Are we really gonna, like, snatch another one like this? How? How did we even win that? That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Okay. The theme of the day is comebacks. Let's check our farming. We'll come back in a second. Okay, look. Now there we got all wins. 10 wins, 0 losses. So what happened last time? That was so bizarre. Do we get a good one? Not really. Dude, this guy is such a rare drop. I have farmed this so many times, and I have barely any revelation. Lucky Kraken has defense down, or would have taken even longer. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dang. We completed a bunch of things here. Let me grab my stuff. Grab some quest rewards, some achievements. And sure, back to arena. Okay. Oh, we got rewards. Thank you. Okay. Jada, Kraken, Mio, Marvel. All right, that is definitely a loss. That's something I'm not prepared to deal with. I mean, it's possible they're just not quick enough. I mean, again, if I can, like, use Lily to make Kraken go first and I get a lucky, like, freeze their entire team, I'd probably win. But that's a lot of ifs. This is almost like the team that I just fought. Different, but like same kind of strategy. This is just a lot of damage. Their Didding might just destroy me. I don't know. Let's try this one. Let's try. This is a very gambly match, but let's try it. Let's try it. Like, if Mio or Marvel just goes first and sends me to the back of the line, I just lose. But otherwise, we might have a chance. So I think if we're going to have any hope of winning this, I need to use Valerian to be able to have the turn 0 move. So there's, like, the possibility of surviving their wave of attacks if my Lily isn't faster. So let's see. It'll give us, like, at least a small bit of insurance. Oh, their Mio goes first, kind of as I thought. Their Mio kind of didn't do shit. The Kraken did a lot, though. After Kraken landed 3 freezes, honestly, the Marvel wasn't even that big of a deal. But yeah, this is going how I might have expected that to. Alright, we'll use Valerian again. And now we spend our whole turns unfreezing, doing nothing. Rosa got frozen again, which is terrible. Okay. Our only hope is to land our own freeze. Okay, at least we did get 3 freezes. We're still in a really bad situation. But, I mean, that helped. It kind of at least brought us back. Basically, now we're at the beginning of the match again, but we have way less health than they do. So, we'll do the AoE targeting Neo. Kraken is probably going to kill Rosa here. Oh, didn't attack Rosa. But Rosa's still frozen. We'll hit Neo. We got a freeze. And we'll make Rosa invincible. Rosa's finally not frozen. Oof. Yep, we're cooked. We're cooked. That's it. All hope has been lost at this point. Well, like I said, this is kind of what I expected to happen, but it's always good to try and just kind of see, you know, it's always good to test things. Wow, we landed a quadruple freeze when we have nothing to back it up with. Took the loss. That's okay. Okay, so let's do a refresh. This is a cleave team. This is kind of interesting. This is kind of a cleave team too. Pretty fast. Let's try fighting it though. Okay, so in this case, I think we use Hellkit again, because we got these green guys here. And maybe we don't use Kraken. I think we'll use our own Valerian. Because now we can just kind of fight them like power for power, you know what I mean? So we just need to hope that Rosa doesn't get nuked. Should I switch to Chloros? Maybe I should switch to Chloros. I feel like Rosa might just get one shot by the Romoka if they get to go first with their Lily, and I don't know whose Lily is faster. So we'll switch to Chloros just in case. Valerian goes, Valerian goes. Their Lily is faster, okay. Yeah, Rosa definitely would have been dead there. We would have killed the Romoka if it wasn't for their Valerian's ability, but it's okay. We'll kill them this time, I think. So we will target Gray, actually, and the AoE should kill Romoka. Yep, there we go. Okay, we've probably got this win now. Equalize our health, it'll bring Chloros back, and we should be good to go. I don't think there's really like a whole lot they can do at this point. Sure, whatever. None of it matters. Gray goes down. And we'll just auto it at this point. Alright, so we got 4 out of 5 victories. That's pretty good, especially because the first one I kind of went in knowing it was super risky, but just had to go for a try, you know? By the way, don't forget to like the stream if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch, thanks for being there. Dude, we just stun-locked Valerian. Dude, I really feel like Hellkid is underrated. I hardly see Hellkids out there, but he is such a beast. Nice, and we got to Diamond 3. I haven't been adding refresh. So the first week, I were doing arena refreshes, but since then I haven't done any. What can we buy in the shop here? I do want to get this perfect lattice. Guess that'll be a tomorrow thing. Look at that. 4 wins, 0 losses. But 0. Dude, the drop rate is so bad. Why is the drop rate so bad? Okay, the other thing I want to do is farm some better... Oh, is it not on this? Wait, which one is it? Which one gives me Keen Eye? I thought it was Aurora. This is Momentum, right? Is it Doki Doki that gives Keen Eye? She just gives Harvest for offensive gear, right? Teramaton? It is Teramaton that gives Keen Eye. Dang. Okay. All right. So, dude, I am really struggling with Hell 3 on Teramaton. Which is why I'm trying to get better Keen Eye gear. I'm really struggling. So, chat, if you guys have any tips for Teramaton, I'm trying to get better Keen Eye gear for my Ditting. But it is not going well. And I see like people's clears, and I don't have Bayantine, so that definitely makes this comp a lot harder. But I know you don't need her. I know you don't need her. So if we go to recent clears, there are teams that don't really use her. Like here we're seeing one that doesn't really use her. But like, I've tried a team like this, and I do not get there. Like, Hell 3 just kills my guys. I also don't have Shadow Sonya, so I can't do a dot team. I've done this squad. But also have not gotten the win. So it might be purely a gear thing where my Ditting is just simply not strong enough. But I don't know. Because my damage is just not good. Let's do one run so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so... let's see. Wait, who's the other team? I have Chloros, Ditting... Wait, who are they using? Oh, Kloss. Take it off auto. So for this squad, should I be only hitting the body? I feel like my Ditting just does not have the damage. So I feel like I have to go for the left arm. Dr. Yo says it's likely a gear thing because you've seen some of those runs and your Ditting doesn't do the damage they do. Yeah, because you'll see my Ditting's damage, I'm probably just losing stamina on this. But we're just going to do this just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. My Ditting's damage is terrible. And keep in mind, I have him max skilled and he's 6 stars. And I do have him equipped with gear, but I mean, not the best gear. So we're gonna buff Chloros, I think, here. And we'll debuff the arm. That was bad damage already. Kloss would have died if it wasn't for Valerian already. Honestly, I could put better gear on her, but whatever. We're going to do the debuff. And just look at my Didding's pathetic damage. Okay, so we have he has basically full health right now. Or over here on the arm. It's like down a little bit. We did about 50% of HP. Which is not good enough at all. Like, against the body, we only do, like, less than 10% maybe. The idea is to go for the body directly, yeah. But as you can see, from the damage that Didding did, I wasn't even able to one-shot the arm. There's no way I can try and go for the body right away. But yeah, I know if you're doing, like, the real Didding strategy, and kind of going for a speed run, you should go for the body first. But I have major problems. I cannot do that. Alright, so we get saved by Valerian again. We'll give invincibility to Kloss. Debuff the body. But, like, we're already in, like, barely living mode. And, like, look at Termaton. And Termaton now will kill somebody. Whoa, we actually lived. That was actually very unexpected. We actually lived. But he's going to kill somebody on his next turn, I can tell you that. Let's buff Chloros again. Do the follow-up attack. And now he's going to kill somebody, and then he just gets to go again because he already killed somebody. And it just gets insane, right? And we die here. Well, somehow Lily actually lived through that. And somehow, I don't even remember what team I used, but somehow I have beaten Hell 3. As you can see, I have 1 star here. But I don't know what squad I was using. And I'm not sure... Like, let's go to Hell 2. And we'll just do 1 battle here. So typically... I'm using... this team to clear Hell 2. And I can kind of use whatever team. It doesn't matter. And I can clear it. Because you can see I got like 3 stars on it. But this team is just like nowhere near being able to clear Hell 3. And I don't know what other better options I have to try and do this. I do have Dina, who is also good here. I need to put some better gear on my Dina. But I don't think she's like the key that will suddenly make me able to beat Hell 3. The jump in difficulty is insane from level 2 to the next. Yeah, which is interesting because I haven't really felt like that from the other bosses. Like, on Doki Doki, or even Aurora, well, Aurora I haven't beaten Hell 3 on. But like, I don't know, on Doki Doki I'm beating Hell 4. For somehow on Teramaton, I guess, yeah, the jump in difficulty to Hell 3 is crazy. So for this comp, we definitely need to go for the left arm. But I'm tired of only being able to do Hell 2. I'm like, it's got to be purely a gear issue. But I have farmed Hell 2 so many times and have not gotten the better gear for Didding. So question for all of you guys. Without using Didding, You guys have seen more or less what I'm working with. What's the strategy here? Like, what do you think? How can we theory craft a better team for beating Hell 3?
眠くなっちゃった砕かれた夢が叫んでいる一緒に耳を傾
And technically it is possible since I got the 1 star. And I think at the time I just did it and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll probably get a little stronger and then easily be able to beat it. And like I said, I don't even remember what squad I used for beating it that one time. There's a reason why the nerf is HP in Inferno. Yeah, I mean, Inferno is just like so far off my radar right now. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna grab a glass of water. I will be right back.
目覚めこそ恵みなのよ
砕けろ
Oh. I came back and I was like, what happened to my camera? I forgot that I closed it. Alright, how's the squad doing? I think we're going okay. I'm gonna clear this. And you have no idea how many times I farmed this specific fight during the double drops and still could not get like a decent set of crit gear. It's been so annoying. Is today the lucky day? No. Friggin' pink wellspring. That's not going to do anything for me. Alright, so I guess this will be our next continuous battle. Am I not doing any continuous battle right now? I guess not. Okay, yeah. So we'll do Hell 2 continuous battle. And I'm just trying to get some good crit on this. Because I don't know what other path to victory I have. Wait, let me look at these again really quick. Hello? Yeah, like every clear is either Didding or Shadow Sonya. Didding or Shadow Sonya. Didding or Shadow Sonya. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do 9 rounds of this. Getting defense and HP main stat on DPS gear sucks. Dude, it does suck. And like, it feels like somehow it's so much more common. I don't know if there's actually a difference in the drop rates, but that's how it feels. All right, let's take a look at my union. We're setting up for United Front. Oh, I got a union assist. Thank you, guys. How are we looking? We're okay. We've gotten a lot of people filled out. Nobody has gone onto our main base yet. Okay. What do I need to buy in here? Nothing yet. I'll buy this one next. After I buy out these, then I'll probably buy some evolution lattice if I save up again. You use a dot team for terror? Yeah. Well, without Shadow Sonya, unfortunately, that doesn't really work. Okay, so let's look at the hyperlink charter. So over the double drops, I finished this completely. And I'm stuck here because I cannot beat Hell 3 Terramaton, which I just spent like half an hour talking about. So I can't advance that. I could go for Kurudu, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to beat them. I can try it. And defeat Rengokutsu on Hell. I don't think I'm strong enough to do that. I beat him on Nightmare, but let's try Kurudu. Or Heinrich. See if we can beat him on hard. These guys get pretty crazy, though. They're starting to get pretty difficult. So I think instead of Valerian, I actually want Ling Lo in this case. Okay, so let's have Chloros go. Wait, what does he have? Okay, so he just has really high defense. Okay. That's fine. Wait, he is immune? Oh, it's both. No, I just didn't land the debuff, I guess? Interesting. Because he can be debuffed, according to that. Not sure what happened there. Okay, so let's do the shield. Yo, we're not killing these ads. We are not killing these ads at all. Which is concerning, because you do need to kill the ads for this fight. On a lot of bosses, you just go straight for the boss. But against Heinrich, you kind of need to kill these guys. Dude, these things are so tanky. That's crazy. Okay, we landed the debuff that time. You have to kill the ads first. Yeah. Exactly. You do need to kill the ads. So basically, I'm having everybody go for the ads, except for Chloros. Just obliterated me. Yeah, I think we don't have the DPS to kill all these things quick enough. Alright, at least this battle doesn't take stamina, so that's fine. Okay, so the other thing that is on the hyperlink charter is Rengokutsu. And I don't think I can beat him on Hell, if I'm being honest. Let's get some more stamina. This is another one where it's like Nightmare is an easy 3 clear star. But then this Hell fight, I don't know. If we could get a Codex of Magic, that would be sweet. We'll give it a try, but I want to say... I don't remember. I think I tried this one time before, so we'll see. Do I want Didding in this fight? Do I just go super tanky, maybe? Maybe this is a... Oh, no, I should probably use Freya. Let me see. What does it say about him? So he's immune to all control effects. Okay. And turn meter and dot effects. Okay. Has the power to manipulate affinity building a team. Okay. Okay, well, I'm not trying to use a dot team against him anyway. So I think I'll try this setup. The problem with this guy is that I think he's going to just do a massive amount of damage to me. I think is what I saw when I fought him the first time. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Your team for this guy was Lily, Kloss, Valerian, and Didding. I considered using Kloss instead of Freya. Maybe that would be a better way to go. So I'd be Lily, Kloss, Valerian. I could use Didding. The thing is, my Didding is not nearly as good. But maybe I just use my Rosa instead of Didding. Alright, let's heal. The boss is badass, I'll say that. Okay, we got him to half health. Getting those follow-up attacks with Rosa. Heal some more. Ooh, we've been silenced. Yeah. Alright, that's okay. That's not really the end of the world. Ooh, that we all took a lot of damage there, though. Okay, let's buff Rosa again. Okay. So, I don't know what the mechanic is here, but this is what I remember. His damage suddenly gets insane. So, I don't know why he did so much more damage than he previously did. I'm not sure if it's one of these guys that gave him a buff that already wore off. But he hit way harder than he previously was. And I don't know what actually causes that. Because I think this is familiar to me now. Like, I remember I was like, oh, I'm doing well in this fight. And then, like, halfway through, suddenly he just obliterated me. Use your selector on Kloss and haven't regretted it. Use her on so many fights. Dude, yeah, Kloss is pretty great. Okay, so let me... What gives him so much more damage all of a sudden? 600% damage to a single enemy. Okay. Be consumed by raging flames. Ignore 30% of defense when attacking enemies with a countered affinity. Ignore 50% of defense. Okay, okay, okay. After casting, changes all allies' affinity in sequence. Interesting. So when attacking enemies with a counter affinity, ignores 50% of defense. Changes allies' affinity. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. What does this do? Dire burn only for me. After enemies of the same affinity act 4 times consecutively, Bring Gotsu deals 600% damage to enemies of that affinity and inflict evil foot. Okay, so I think this is what's happening. I think it's this passive that is suddenly killing me. So I need to be able to kill him before this happens, which does not look like I have the DPS to do that. He has a revenge mechanic. The more he attacks, the more. Yeah, I think it's this thing. It's this thing. So his, I don't know if this is really what you would call a revenge mechanic, but yeah. So I could try using Kloss here, like you were saying, Dr. Yields, and maybe that would help me kill him a little faster. We'll try it once. I feel like I probably still need more damage. We can try putting Kloss in. I kind of feel like I need Linglo. We'll see. Didding works? Yeah, except my didding is not good. Okay, so we'll buff Rosa. Fangus for dot works. Yeah, I don't have Summer Sonya, so just Fangus on his own is probably not going to do enough dot damage. I actually shouldn't have buffed Rosa right there, because I should have debuffed with Kloss first. That was a mistake, but whatever. Okay, I'm actually just going to do a normal attack. I'm going to save Valerian's abilities until later. Okay. And yes, we'll equalize our health. May have still been kind of too early to use that, to be honest. Alright, so we're going to use the invincibility on Rosa. So we made it through the crazy attacks. He kind of still has a lot of health, though. Dang. We're kind of close, but I don't think we're going to get there. That's unfortunate. We're like pretty close. Dang. Oh, we lived! We lived! What? I thought he was going to kill us right there. Oh my gosh. Are we actually going to squeak through? Maybe we squeak through. Oh my god. Rosa, kill him! that was so close. That was surprising. Okay, we made it. We made it. Alright, clutch victory right there. So we finally got our first Codex of Magic. This guy is super good. Potentially the best shell in the game, maybe? I mean, it's unfortunate that, like, Bloodbath is, like, not really what I'm trying to do here. Although this is very good in PvP. That's not what I'm trying to build at the moment. But this effect is super good. Before the original attacks unleash the original Animus' full potential, making their next skill cost no cooldown. It's pretty great. Dude, that was an extremely close fight. That was crazy. Dude, this fat cat is hilarious. I feel like this isn't really that great, though. I mean, it probably has its applications, but Codex of Magic is definitely the prize here. And Count is pretty good, too. Alright, so we completed another level. Alright, nice. So we auto-complete this. Already got there. And we can get most of these. Sweet. Okay. Grab some more quest rewards. Dude, give the stream a like for that victory if you haven't already and you're watching on YouTube. Consider a sub. That was a clutch victory. That was kind of nuts. Oh, I got some event rewards too for this. Rengokutsu dead. Dude, I've been really neglecting both of these modes. The Ember Trek and the Ethernet Rally, I kind of have barely played them. So I'm definitely behind on those. Alright, this is what I was... Oh yeah, that's what I was already trying to fight. Kudu. Phantom Theater. Alright, anybody on stream want to help me with Phantom Theater? Let me create a room. Share room. Wait. Copy this. There we go. I'll put this in chat. If anybody wants to try and go for a triple S run, there is the room. Are there other people in the union right now that I could invite? See what Rager or Gotchazilla are doing. They're busy. Davy. Wait, I did put the... Okay, yeah. So if anybody on stream wants to play, wants to do a co-op, room code is in the chat. I'll wait a couple minutes, see if anybody joins. If not, I'll send some more union invites. $18.94. Alright, I'm gonna start inviting the union. Oh! Okay, alright, looks like Yiggles joined. Kikro says I can join. Dang, that was like just a little too slow, Kikro. Okay, who am I fighting here? The green one. Okay, so if I'm fighting the green one... Oh wait, this is the co-op one. Wait, let me look at this fight over here. Okay. Do I just keep this as is, maybe? Yeah, we can just keep this as is. And for co-op, I can put Hellkid in. Hey, Dr. Eagles, we want Chloros here. I don't know if there's like someone... I feel like Chloros would be more beneficial to have on the co-op team than possibly one of our other units. Like, I don't know how valuable Mio is. Every time you try to join, Yiggles steals your spot. Gotta be quick, man. You gotta be quick. I'm gonna see what my what Dr. Yiggles' team put out here. Oh, he's got his own Chloros over here. Okay, okay. Oh, let's go back. Okay, alright. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought he changed something. No? Alright, well, we can go for this. Now he's not ready. Opponent is ready. Okay, alright. Dr. Eagles really didn't want me to deploy Chloros there for some reason. Alright, but let's watch the co-op one. I mean, honestly, with Holden and Hellkid, we have a lot of like tanky DPS there.
くたばれ 砕けろ
Hoyon getting low, but she's always low HP, so that's okay.
執行全員処刑するこれでも食らいなさいこれもう全部私のものね
Boss is getting crazy. Mio and Hoyon, no, Mio and Klaus go down.
処刑を
Hoyon's still up, surprisingly. Holden goes down. Hoyon and Hellkid only. Hellkid only now.
鉄幕
Alright, looks like Dr. Eagle's team went down, so it's only my team over here fighting the Dark One. We've already lost Valerian and Freya. Oh, it's coming to the end. It's coming to the end.
この歌
Nightmare Creature says, oh, we are done with Nikke. Yes. We have moved on to Etheria Restart. Almost to the end of the stream, actually. Dang, only an A rating. This was not a great run, I have to say.
海流が全てを慰めるの
Ling Low over here, keeping us alive. She did as much as she could. And that's it.
ショーが無事成功しました
Alright, well, we got the A. Nightmare's a lot harder. It is very hard. It's like, you're too strong, can't do this. Alright. Collect our farming rewards. Okay, we have one Keen Eye accessory. Of course it's HP, because it's always HP. This does not help our Didding build at all. Okay. Okay, let's collect some past rewards. Alright. So I think I send them off to farm again. Farm some more Terramaton. This will use up all the stamina for the day.
帽子も大丈夫準備
And we're almost done, but let's do a little bit of RTA. I don't think I've ever done RTA on stream before, and this is actually really what I enjoy. So let's see how this goes. Oh, we got a match immediately. All right, they get first pick. Of course, they pick Lily. That's what always happens, right? All right, we're gonna go for Valerian, and we'll also go for Hellkid. Okay, they got a Freya and a Messiah. Alright, well, we'll grab our other DPS, Rosa. They pick Freya. I'll go for Kloss. A Linglo, okay, and a Didding. Right, right. So they're very DPS heavy, aside from Linglo. I think I'm going to go for Kraken. And in this case, I could either get rid of the Messiah or the Didding. But I think I actually banned the Linglo and hope I'm fast enough to kill Messiah before he gets to do his AoE. So we'll see what happens. He banned Kloss.
もう待ちきれないわ。一緒に夢でも見ようか。
Alright, well, he used his Lily to immediately go with Messiah. Now it's our turn. Let's see if we can get the freeze. We have to ignore Messiah now because he's invincible. Alright, we got a triple freeze. That's pretty good. So our new objective here is to kill Didding before he unfreezes. Freya buffs, whatever, that's fine.
鉄幕の意向のもと安らぐが良い。
チャンスだわ。逃げて、叫んで、もがきなさい。
Alright, Didding goes down and Freya goes down. We're going to equalize our health.
たまには白チュームに浸るのも悪くないでしょ。
And we'll see if we can refreeze Messiah.
そんなに焦らなくていいんですよ。今が
He unthawed, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going to stun Messiah, hopefully.
遅い。
Yep, we did get the stun. Defense down. Lily will do whatever she does. I'm not really worried about it. That kind of literally did nothing. And Messiah's dead, and we got the win. Can you auto this mode? Yes, Warlock, you can auto it, but you're probably going to lose a lot if you auto it. And let's grab a reward. Alright guys, I'd like to do some more RTA, but I think we're probably going to actually have to end the stream here. I'm going to grab a lattice fragment. How many do I have? I don't know. Alright. But I think that's going to be it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It has been a good stream as always. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow if you are on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good night, good morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are at in the world. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream.